HELLSEED. All chapters is a chilling first-person horror adventure that immerses players in a psychological mystery set in 1980s Italy. Players take on the role of a detective investigating a doctor's strange disappearance, beginning at the doctor's eerie, abandoned home. The experience is designed to confuse and unsettle, with randomized events ensuring that each playthrough is unique. Powered by the StoryEngine HD, the game's photorealistic visuals and heavy atmosphere draw inspiration from classic Italian horror, filling the experience with unsettling jump scares, puzzles, and quick-time events. As players uncover hidden secrets and dodge dark, chasing presences, they'll rely on investigative tools like a dynamic inventory and a customizable set of in-game options. The game's tense pacing, coupled with realistic gore and randomized scares, keeps the atmosphere unpredictable and haunting. Let's take a closer look at our next review. As observed by multiple reviewers, the early access horror game HELLSEED presents an atmosphere filled with potential, boasting impressive sound design and high-quality visuals reminiscent of popular titles like Visage and PT. The game's intense ambience, creepy setting, and intriguing story framework have drawn considerable attention, positioning it as a strong contender among horror games. However, numerous technical issues persist from the demo, including game-breaking bugs, unpredictable timed events, and unstable performance on lower-end graphics cards, making gameplay frustrating. While reviewers acknowledge the game's immersive qualities, they also note inconvenient loading times, disorienting character movements, and a lack of reliable save points. Some players have been unable to progress due to persistent glitches or were even forced to restart their progress. The development team is recognized for its skill, and there's optimism for future updates, yet many recommend waiting for further polish before diving in. The game Dragon Age: The Veilguard is a single-player RPG set in the vivid fantasy world of Thedas, where players take on the role of Rook, a customizable hero rising to save the realm from ancient corrupted gods bent on destruction. Players can choose Rook's race, appearance, and class, enhancing gameplay with unique abilities and powerful artifacts. To overcome overwhelming odds, players recruit and lead a team of 7 diverse companions, each with distinct skills and personal backstories, building relationships and unlocking new abilities. Together they fight through stunning environments filled with darkspawn, dragons, and dangerous creatures from beyond the Veil. The Veilguard Deluxe Edition offers exclusive cosmetic items, including class-specific armor and weapons for Rook and each companion, adding style to the quest. As Rook and the Veilguard, players face intense battles, make crucial decisions, and shape the future of a fractured Thedas on the brink of ruin. Let's now delve into the reviews. Common feedback points to the game highlight a divided reception. Many praise the graphics, music, and performance, with some noting it runs well even on the Steam Deck. The fluid gameplay and engaging early story capture players, while some find the character designs and voice acting only average. However, numerous criticisms revolve around a perceived loss of the series' traditional dark tone, feeling more akin to a family-friendly Disney film, with an overly simplistic design and story. Fans of the series' grittier, mature narrative feel let down, noting the linear structure, limited RPG elements, and shallow choices that fail to impact outcomes. The lack of weapon and armor stats, combined with a more hack-and-slash style, has led some to say it no longer fits its genre. Controversy also surrounds the mandatory use of gender-neutral language, which some players feel disrupts immersion. Despite these divides, the overall stability and solid gameplay leave others cautiously optimistic, though the consensus leans on mixed feelings regarding its legacy. In this exciting game, Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, players must explore a stunningly remastered world, brimming with vibrant landscapes and awe-inspiring, yet deadly machines. As Aloy, an outcast hunter, players uncover the secrets of her origins and the world around her, a land scattered with mysterious ruins, and inhabited by tribes with rich cultures and unique characters. With the world under the threat of an unknown corruption, players engage in strategic combat against ferocious machines and ruthless factions using a variety of weapons, including Aloy's iconic bow and spear. Enhanced for PC, this edition offers ultra-wide support, advanced upscaling, and customizable graphics settings, showcasing the game's award-winning visuals and action in remarkable fidelity. The Frozen Wilds expansion adds new lands, abilities, and challenges, expanding Aloy's journey through an unforgiving wilderness where every step brings her closer to uncovering her destiny and saving her world. Let's now delve into the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that while the remaster of Horizon Zero Dawn is visually stunning and well optimized, it's a questionable choice given the game's relatively recent release and enduring quality. With refined lighting, enhanced textures, and improved character animations, the remaster noticeably elevates the game's atmosphere, bringing it closer to the standards of Forbidden West. However, there's significant criticism about the need for a PlayStation Network (PSN) account to play, which many find inconvenient and restrictive. While the remaster offers smoother performance with optimized graphics and the convenience of save file transfers, achievements do not carry over, forcing players to re-earn them. Priced at $10 for those upgrading, it's seen as a solid update for fans, but for many, unnecessary. The remaster's existence has renewed calls for other classic titles to be revisited instead, with Bloodborne at the top of that list. The game Behemoth is a quirky high-flying adventure where players control a chicken navigating a sky filled with baby chicks and gigantic fruits. Players flap their wings to gather chicks, building their flock and securing them in nests for points, while collecting piles of candy corn to unlock a variety of cosmetics like colorful feathers, unique beaks, wattles, and feet. Along the way, players can use powerful boosts to aid their progress, competing on daily leaderboards for top scores and checkpoint milestones. Customization options allow each chicken to have its own unique look, from adorable to downright bizarre, making Behemoth an experience full of surprises and humor for those ready to spread their wings. Let's now delve into the reviews. As observed by multiple reviewers, Behemoth is a nostalgic, fast-paced game that brings the chaotic energy of classic Flash games like Toss the Turtle, wrapped in the unique, quirky style that the Behemoth studio is known for. Players appreciate its addictive, simple mechanics and the familiar feel, even if it lacks the depth or variation seen in some of the Behemoth's past titles like Castle Crashers. Priced affordably, it offers a polished arcade-style experience packed with collectible cosmetics and plenty of humor. Yet some fans are left wanting more substantial features, like new game modes, achievements, or even a hint of RPG-style progression, which could have elevated the experience. While its repetitiveness and mobile game feel may deter players seeking something more elaborate, Behemoth ultimately serves as a lighthearted homage to old-school gaming, delivering fun in bite-sized bursts with the hope that its simplicity will help fuel future, larger projects from the studio. Vampire Hunters is a high-octane FPS that merges classic shooter action with inventive survivors-like mechanics, for an experience full of intense supernatural slaying. Players wield up to 14 weapons, creating powerful and sometimes absurd loadouts to mow down relentless hordes of vampires, demons, and other supernatural foes. Each hunter offers distinct abilities, and the game's roguelite elements and extensive upgrades provide endless opportunities to refine unique playstyles. With imaginative steampunk-inspired levels, a retro bullet heaven vibe, and a light-hearted atmosphere enhanced by lively electronic disco tunes, Vampire Hunters brings a refreshingly chaotic twist to both FPS and roguelite genres, where every moment is packed with humor, mayhem, and the thrill of survival. Let's take a closer look at our next review. Common feedback points to the exhilarating experience of playing this early access title, where players find themselves trapped against an encroaching wall of doom. Armed with an arsenal of diverse weapons, from guns to chainsaws, they must battle grotesque demons and monsters to escape. The game features a first-person perspective that lends a nostalgic feel reminiscent of classic rail shooters, combining straightforward shooting mechanics with manual aiming and automatic firing. As players navigate vibrant 3D environments, they collect experience points and currency to unlock new weapons and face challenging bosses. The gameplay balances roguelike elements with engaging combat, though the pacing feels more deliberate compared to modern shooters. The vast variety of creatively designed weapons enhances the fun factor, while the grind for upgrades ensures hours of entertainment. This title successfully merges retro vibes with fresh ideas, inviting players to revel in its chaotic, colorful world. In this exciting game of Fate, players must navigate a complex narrative filled with suspense and moral dilemmas, where choices significantly impact the unfolding story. Set in a fictional universe, players take on the role of a central character who traverses between the years 2019 and 2024, solving mysterious cases and uncovering deep emotional truths. The game utilizes full-motion, real-person interactive filming, enhancing immersion and creating a cinematic experience. With over 50 potential endings, each decision leads to different consequences, testing players' desires, responsibilities, and the nature of happiness. The narrative explores profound themes of life, death, and human connection, urging players to reflect on their choices and their impact on both themselves and others. Collecting tarot cards adds an extra layer, revealing hidden character stories and enriching the overall experience. The journey through time and fate offers both adventure and introspection in this thrilling game. And now we come to the reviews. Common feedback points to the unique approach of combining a visual novel with FMV elements in Steins Gate. Players find the concept of time travel engaging, providing a fresh narrative experience. The game's structure allows for deep exploration of character relationships and branching storylines, enhancing replayability. The interactive format effectively immerses players in the story, though some may find the pacing slower compared to traditional games. The blending of real actors and animated scenes is noted for adding a distinct visual flair. Overall, the game succeeds in captivating its audience through its inventive mechanics and intriguing premise, appealing to fans of both visual novels and interactive storytelling. Dungeon Crusher: Soul Hunters is an endless adventure game offering an astonishing 1.786 hours of gameplay. This clicker and idler game features unique PvP combat mechanics, allowing players to collect over 150 heroes and compete in weekly rankings. With more than 100,000 levels and 60 artifacts, players gather loot from monsters and craft new equipment. The Dragon Draft mode adds a layer of strategy by introducing a dynamic hero selection process inspired by auto chess. Clans play a significant role, providing bonuses and opportunities for collaboration. Players can compete in leagues and engage in boss siege battles, facing off against various boss types for rewards. Global battles between clans add further competition, as players vie for control of the King of the Realm's castle and the monster lair. The open market facilitates trade, enhancing the game's depth and engagement. Overall, Dungeon Crusher: Soul Hunters combines rich gameplay mechanics with endless possibilities for collaboration and competition. Let's now delve into the reviews. As observed by multiple reviewers, the game presents a mix of frustrations and addictive gameplay, primarily identified as a clicker genre, with heavy pay-to-win (PTT) elements. Players express annoyance at the mandatory Discord login every time they start on Steam, compounded by a lack of new servers upon release, forcing newcomers to compete against established clans. While the game has been praised for its engaging mechanics, especially as a PvP-based idle experience, it suffers from poor monetization and a lack of depth. Graphics and video settings appear to be minimal, suggesting a direct phone port with limited modifications. Technical issues such as erratic upgrade costs and save state problems detract from the overall experience. Despite its flaws, some players see potential for enjoyment if approached casually, comparing it favorably to previous titles in the genre, especially for those looking for a long-lasting clicker experience. However, serious gamers may find it lacking in quality and depth.